Hi everybody. So as you can see, we are doing a DollarTree heart today. This is your DollarTree heart work frame, and it's about 12.5 inches. Using that. We are using a DollarTree heart. They're decor, and all I did was cut off the little strings because it hangs. And I glued them together. I put them on a piece of hardwood that I got from Walmart. You can just glue the sides in too. You can glue it together until it dries if you wanted to. Alright, and then I drilled a hole here and a hole here. That way we can put it in the center. So what we're going to do today is we're going to use all DollarTree mesh. And I'm using DollarTree zip ties. So this will be fun. I had a request for all DollarTrees. So that's what we're going to work on tonight. So I'm going to take their white with red stripes. Sorry, I took it out earlier. And if you guys know the old like curl method, that's what we're going to do. So it's kind of like I like to fold mine, because it gives it more color where you're not seeing through it. And then all you're going to do is, you have options. You can pull it through, and then you're just going to go along the whole heart and shape it. So, but instead of using your zip tie, your pipe cleaners, we're using zip ties, okay? So your first one is going to be over the bar. And it tightens up as we go through it. There we go. So you're just going to follow it through all the way around. Some people call it the pull-through. And it is similar to pull-through because you're going through it. But we're not actually pulling it through, we're just bubbling it up. You just take your zip tie, and you can get your zip ties from, from DollarTree. I like the ones that are 60 for $1. They seem to be a little more sturdier. To me, they do. I'm actually going to take this, go around the bar, underneath, and around it. Okay, that's all you're doing. So you're shaping your heart as you go around. That's all you're doing. Just go completely around. Again, underneath and around. So about an hour ago, I started another group. It's for all of my students and friends. I still have my page on Facebook, and I was able to comment today. It wasn't taken down. I was just limited while they reviewed it, and I am perfectly fine. They said everything was fine. So I started a second group to that group, and it's called Carmen's Crafty Friends. And it's for all of you to post your crafts on there. And it does not have to just be wreaths. It can be any type of art. Just post it on there. It is not a selling page. It's not to promote your stuff and sell it. It's to share and inspire each other with our art. And it doesn't have to be wreaths. So I was very pleased. We got a whole bunch of members, and I just opened it. And we got a lot of people in there already. And your art is beautiful. I'm so proud of you guys. So again, all we're doing, it's just like if you were doing a pull-through, but you're kind of not, we're not really pulling it through. We're kind of bubbling it. Alright. So And you're shaping it to go, so as it goes down, it goes smaller. And as it goes around, the bubbles get a little bit bigger. So this is all we're doing. And it's DollarTree mesh and DollarTree zip ties. It's all DollarTree today, except for the wood I have on the back of that sign. But you can buy at the Dollar Tree, they have the little Crafty sticks that look like popsicle sticks. And you can actually take that and put them in between each one of these and glue it, and that'll keep this one piece. You can do that. So there's more than one way to do that. So again, just taking it. And the reason why we're not pulling it apart is because you would be able to see through it. And you kind of want to see the prettiness of your heart. So it's not kind of a countrified heart too. I will say that. So we're just going around it with your zip tie. Always the flat side in, guys. Right. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. And Happy New Year's, everyone. Again. It's kind of like a pull through, but it's not. Alright, we're just taking it up. And you're not going to see any of this because we have 2 more layers we got to do too. So around your little poof or loop or whatever you want to call it. Make sure, because it's, like I said, as you go around the heart, it'll be bigger right here at the very top of it, and then it starts to get smaller as we go around. I'm just going to take it flat side in, always flat side in. Almost like one of the designs I did last year. Let's see, you can move them next to each other too, so I'll bunch them. There we go. Starting down, flat side in, around the bar. Now you guys know with any of your hearts, the biggest thing I have, I'm going to tell you when it comes to couples, is picture frame hearts like I did with my coffee filter wreath. Cute little picture in the center of the husband and wife or the kids, because I celebrate Valentine's Day with my kids when they were growing up. It's really, really cute, and it's sentimental, and it's something you could change the picture out every year with. So people like to put wreaths up for every holiday, so it's actually really cute. Here we go. Again, see? Don't know how many we're going to use until I'm done, but I will tell you after we're done how many of each color. So I was going to use all 3 colors, but I may not. Not if we're going to just cover up the center. I think I have an idea for that. So you kind of want to scrunch them up. That way there's no gaps in it. And here we go again. Do one more. And yes, the DollarTree meshes out, and of course most of them is, at least mine in my area was, it was the day after Christmas it came out. If yours does not have it, they did not have the frames. I ordered all my frames online. So when I went in there, they didn't have any. There was none on the truck. So there you go. It's cute. All you're doing is you're going around your mesh, around the bar. Remember I said you got to follow around the heart. So every one of them is a different size because you got angles you're going around. So not one of them is around the same size because it's not a straight. It's not straight. I know everybody remembers how to do pull through, so this is just like if we were doing a pull through method. Just bubbling it, putting your zip tie over it. See, and it's going to start shaping your heart. Really, really, really pretty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I think I better show you one more time so you guys can see, because then we're going to start on our next level. And we're going to do a different color. So I'm going to show you here. All I did was pull it through underneath, and you're kind of like wrapping it, taking it and just pulling it over, one piece over to the frame. This, taking your zip tie, going around the mesh over the bar, flat side in. That's all we're doing. See? So if you look on the back of it, you see I'm going all the way around. Alright? So where this heart was small, it's now going to be big because we're adding a couple inches on it by doing the little loop method, going all the way around it. So now we're going over the little bar here. All you're doing is pulling this up underneath your bar. You're taking your fabric, almost like folding it in half. Alright. Taking a zip tie, going around the mesh, around your bar, flat side in, turn it around, just pulling your zip tie. Now the zip ties give it that nice clean look in the back. So I'm going to tell you what, the ones that with your pipe cleaners, you're constantly wrapping it around this, and this whole thing would be full. With this, you're just doing little zip ties through it. And it looks exactly the same as if you were using your zip ties, your pipe cleaners, I mean. So again, I'm going underneath, in half with your mesh, wrapping your zip tie around, underneath the bar, flat side in, pull, and there you go. So what I'm going to do is I am going to do the rest of it off camera. For all my students that are doing this with me, go ahead and finish your first row up and then unpause me and we'll get to our second row and we'll do it together. That way, because each one is going to be a little different, right? And you don't see much. So when we do this, you'll see when we do this, you're not going to need that third one in because the heart covers it. So all we need is the second row. I'm going to show you how to do the second one. So it's not a lot of work like you guys, like everyone thinks, all right? So go ahead, finish this up, and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, so now we're going to go to our second level. So it takes about, it's 2 1/4 rolls of your white with the red stripes DollarTree mesh. And then I went ahead and I opened up 3 rolls of our red DollarTree mesh. Okay? Get some more zip ties out. So now all you're going to do is you're going to take this, and just like we did on the top layer, you have a second layer. So what I was trying to say earlier is we don't need the third layer because we have that wood, the wooden heart going over it. So when you start your layer here, what you want to do is you don't want it to overpower the white underneath. What I mean is you want it to show your red and your white, but you don't want it too big. Otherwise, it's going to totally cover up your white, and we don't want that. We want it to highlight and show, but not be too big. So I'm just going to take it, make sure that it's not too big. You just want it very little bit, okay? And you guys can do this however you want. Some people want it as big. I don't, because I want it to layer so you have 2 pretty colors showing. So it's almost half of what is on the top. And remember, you're flat side in with your zip ties. So you're going to need, if you're using all DollarTree, because this is all DollarTree, every bit of it, you're going to want to get, you're going to need 2 packs of the 60, okay, as far as your zip ties. And you don't have to worry about the zip ties showing or anything. Because look, when we put this on, it's going to completely cover that. So you're not going to see anything. You're just going to see the red going around the heart and your white. So we may not even need 3 rolls because these are smaller little loops we're putting in here. So just going to take it. And what I always do is you do want to make sure they're all around the same size when you're doing your second level. The first level I did bigger and then smaller because we're shaping the heart. So now as we're going on here, it's okay, you can just measure it next to each other. It'll shape it fine because you already have the outline here. But when you get down to the bottom, it will be a little bit smaller, and you'll see. We'll see as we go, but this first section is all going to be the same. And you can always push the zip tie going behind it if you want to. Alright, and you don't want to spread them out. You want the red to show. So same thing with this. I'm going to push that zip tie behind it. There we go. Can you imagine if you're using pipe cleaners how much you'd have to twist? So trying to make it easy on your hands. Alright. I just went and because I had to go to the bathroom and get something to drink real quick when I turned off the recorder so you guys can catch up. And I see all your work. Very happy. The page is going very well. Very well. Very happy. So you guys can post your pictures if you know, that's what that's for. I was very, very happy to see everybody's beautiful work. Very happy about it. Now, you can cover the back of this. You don't have to. Because it kind of dips in, but I have foam to cover it. We'll go over all that when we're done. You don't have to spray this because you're not cutting your mesh. This is all one piece, so no spraying with the adhesive, guys. I saw a comment on my video earlier too. I don't spray my burlap. There is a certain spray someone told me about you can use. What the name is to go on it, but I've never sprayed my burlap before. I only spray mesh, and I spray mesh when I cut it so it doesn't fray. Alright, so you don't have to spray your burlap. I haven't had any problems with burlap. So, but there is a fabric spray you can use on it. I've never used it. So this is kind of like a pull through because you have to go underneath it. I don't want them around the same size, but it's fine. And you're just bubbling it up, but you're pulling it through in between the two bars. Not using pipe cleaners, which helps because it's extra work. This doesn't take a lot of material either, so I was happy about that. So it's not expensive to make. So far there's 6 in this section. Might be able to get one more in there. That's about it. Because now it's going to start getting tightened because you got your first section, now you got your second section. So now it's starting to tighten it down. Now some people just put their zip ties or pipe cleaners around the loops. I put it around the bar and the loops right here. And like I said, you don't see that. Now if we were doing it a different way, I wouldn't put them around the loops because you would see it. But you're not going to see it because it's going to be covered up. Got one more here. I think we might put a little bow on this too. So, just to give it that little extra. I'm going to push that over, put more in here. You squish them all together if you want. It's not going to hurt it. It just gives it a little character, makes it really cute. But you don't want them squished too much either. I just wanted to get one more in this section, so I pushed them all together. Really pretty. Now you have your little corner here. This is where it gets a little bit tricky. Like I said, you don't want it too much because you don't want to cover that up there. And as we went lower and smaller here, you do kind of want to make them a little bit smaller as we're getting to that little end there. Just a little bit. Now, if it makes it easier and you have sensitive hands or arthritis in your hands, then what I would do, because I have a lot of people who have arthritis or carpal tunnel, I would do your center loops first. That way you're not trying to push it in with your hands. Do the center and then do the outer ones after. That'll make it easier on your hands. I have a lot of students that have arthritis and carpal tunnel, and that's the whole reason why I do zip ties. It's easier on your hands. But if that's the case, go ahead and do this center one, your second roll first before you do your outer roll, and that'll help so you're not squeezing your fingers in between. I don't want your hands to hurt. See how I made it a little bit smaller? It's because we're at the very end of the heart. So it needs to be smaller, because that's smaller too. We're making the point of your heart. This is a real small section right here. So your smallest section is right here. This one's going to be little too. I have a lot of people that are income-based, so that's why I try to get things that are go according to our income that we make too. Most of my people are on a limited income, and disability, Social Security, you know, or you're retired. So I do try to make things that all of us can make, and you don't have to spend a fortune on it. So that's my goal. Go. This will be the last one in that little corner. That's when it started to get bigger. And my dogs are, she's snoring. Grandma's tired. I hear her. Oh, thanks to Jeannie and Jeanette for holding the fort down and being such great people over my page. And they are still watching it. It takes more than one. I'm trying to make sure we don't have any negativity or anything on there. And I want to thank you girls so much. You really, really have helped me a lot. I appreciate it. How it's starting to look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera with this. I'm going to finish this up, and then we have a couple more things we're going to do to this. So I'm going to finish this part off. So if you ladies and gentlemen, I have a lot of men on here. If you guys want to go ahead and put me on pause, finish up yours, go all the way around your heart. And again, remember, you want the red to highlight the white. You don't want to make it so big that it covers your white, because then there's no sense of having two colors. Alright? So always make sure this side is showing. Alright? You want to see the white and the red. So if you want to go ahead and put me on pause, catch up, and then unpause me, we can do that, because I know you guys all do stuff with me and make your projects and stuff. So you can go ahead and do that. Go ahead and there we go. Alright. So go ahead and finish yours up, and I'll be right back with you. Put me on pause. Okay, so you're only going to need 1.5 rolls of your red. 1.5, and it's not even a half, it's a little bit. And if you make your loops a little bit smaller with the white, you'll only need 2. So you're going to need 4 rolls. 2 white, 2 red. And you get a DollarTree heart frame, that's $5, and then $2 in your zip ties, so that's $7. Then it's $8 for the sign. Now, like I said, they have those Crafty sticks, they look like popsicle sticks at dollar stores, so that would be $10. And then $12 with your ribbon, because we're going to put a bow on it. And I'm using DollarTree sheer pink and then DollarTree Valentine's Day ribbon. So that's not bad, guys. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I thought it was more. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with the thing. 10, 11. $11 to make this. So you're going to take your floral wire, because I put a hole in each side. It already comes with the hole on top. You're going to take that string out. Just going to go underneath. Just like when I'm putting in any type of sign in, I always use the floral wire. And I'm going to tweed it underneath here. And then you can tweed it here. But you want to try to make sure that your heart is centered, okay? So and then all you do is you turn it over. Remember, I used wood on the back of mine, but you can use the sticks if you want. And you can cover up the back if you choose to. And I'll show you that too. So if you use the... Now, I did see the foam sheets at Dollar Tree too. So you can use those, or you can get the foam sheets like I use. You get those at Walmart, or you can get them online. I'm just going to do this. So, and you don't have to cover it up if you don't want to. I like mine covered up, but we're not going to do that today. We're just going to put this on the back. And I'll get the foam sheets and I'll show you what I'm talking about. See how pretty that looks? Beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and put this around nice and tight. Secure it on. There you go. It's just nice and pretty. And the red is highlighted just like I wanted. And then the white. See how pretty that is? Beautiful. That's it. So we're going to do a bow. And I'm just going to grab a sheet, and I'll show you that in a minute. So I took Dollar Tree ribbon, and we have one with the hearts on it, and then the sheer. And you just tweed your floral wire, and I use 26 gauge. And the recipe today is the same one we used the day before yesterday. It's row C, recipe C, 3 on each side of your center finger. So you're just going to go around, tie this nice and tight on the top, and then once on the bottom under the nail, okay? Here we go. You just twist this side. I scrunch it and then twist, add like a half a twist up. Is your bottoms up movement. Scrunch, half a twist. This is a Pro Bow, and it's Miss Regina Sellers. You can get that from probowthehand.com, Amazon, Trendy Tree, Craft Outlet. They all have it to purchase it. And you can find Miss Regina Sellers on YouTube. You can, like I said, Amazon. You find her stuff, but probowthehand.com. She sells her stuff there, and she has tutorials as well. So this is the deluxe. I am giving away a Pro Bow the Hand large. I'll show you that in a second. This is really easy. So scrunch, half a twist. Pretty side always showing on the outside. Look at how easy that was. We're already done. I twist it and I scrunch over. Make sure I get this all the way off. There we go. This should slide right off. Make sure that you get all the wire off or you can mess up your whole bow. You want to make sure that's off of that center finger when you go to tie it down. Alright, that's all we're doing. 26 gauge is really easy because you can tie it real easy. Right? And it takes one of each row to do a bow. I'm going to fold it up. I like to do 6 lengths. So I'm going to fold it up. Make sure that they'll be the same size. Because I can make them a little bit longer. There we go. I always fold mine up like if I'm making another finger at the bottom there, and then I tie it in. Do like a half twist. Alright. Trying to get it so you guys can see better. So you're going to take it out, all of them. And you can, because this is thin ribbon, you can do them all at once. Fold in half. And take your scissors. I use scissors. And cut in an angle. And there you go. You have all of them at once. Pull off. It's a pretty bow. Nice and easy. Then I have a fluff box. Again, this is Miss Regina's. My husband made this, so it looks a little bit different than hers does. Hers is white. It's about $18, $20. You can get it from ProBowTheHand.com, and you can only purchase it from her. So, and it's well worth it. And you're just going to pull it out and shape it. Sometimes they're so close. There we go. Thin ribbon. Pretty. We did red the other day, so we're going to do something with a little pink in it today. Go. That's it. Now, if I was using 3 ribbons, then I make a more of a round bow. This is more of a boxy bow. But it's on a heart, so remember you have that little point on your heart, so you really don't need a round bow on it. Just enough to give it that little extra. Pretty. So I'm going to take one by the other one. There we go. One. And let the little silver legs are hiding from me. So move this up. You have this bottom bar underneath between your white and your red. And I'll turn it over so you can see. I'm still going to have to fluff it once you're done too. Right here. You're just going to go underneath in between your red and your white and then around it. I'm just going to tie it in. It's such a hard time today, huh? There we go. Really pretty. I'm going to go ahead and cut the leftover wire. So I don't need much of it. So then we have our foam. And with the foam, is how you can cover your bag. So you don't have to cover the whole thing. If you are going to cover it, I suggest you take some cheap ribbon, and again, this is DollarTree. Take a small piece of ribbon, and you're just going to go around. And I usually go around in between the corner of, where the heart starts to V shape, the very top of it. Pull it through each side. You don't need a lot to shape it. Just a little bit. Enough to give it a little, enough so that they can hang it. Doesn't need to be a lot. Just a little bit. Very little. And then with this, what I would do, because of the way it's shaped, you can use your zip snip on this. Just enough to cover it. That's all you need. Then you're going to take your zip ties, and about 5 or 6 months ago, I was playing around with a couple tools, and that's when we discovered we can use a hole puncher, just like when we figured out about the zip snip or the skill. Same thing. Take your office tools, and you can use them in anything. You don't need a lot, just a few. zip ties. Like I said, I did see some foam sheets. Now they're not as big as what I use, but I saw some 8x10 there the other day. You can use 2 sheets and just cut them in half and overlap it. You can do that. So you're perfectly fine. What you're going to do is go underneath. And see how this little piece right here, you would just take another piece and you would just layer it over. Alright. And it's just enough to cover the back. That's all you're doing. Just covering the back of the heart. Normally, I wouldn't cover the back, but because it's so many zip ties and it's so close together, I would cover it. So I'm just showing you how to cover the back. So that's all you need. I'm going to trim those real quick. I'll get the rest of this off there and finish it. Go ahead and finish up with your... I'm going to go hang her up so you guys can see it. And we'll go over the drawings that are coming up. So pretty. That way you can see the finished product hung up. So I'll be right back with you. Okay, everybody, see how pretty it turned out? It turned out beautiful. So that's $11 without covering the back to make that beautiful Valentine's Day heart. And it's gorgeous and it's easy. So we are, I think when last time I looked we were at 228,000. We're going up. I mean 428,000 views. As soon as we hit that 500,000 view mark, I'm giving away a Pro Bow large hand, which is the bow maker, to one lucky person. We'll have a drawing, and everybody that subscribed will be eligible. And then at our 10,000 subscribers, I'm giving away a zip snip by Works, which is a power rotary cutter. Okay? I hope everyone has a happy New Year's and a very blessed night. Bye!